Hello, dear friends. Myself, Dr. K.N. Gaikwad, Associate Professor, Department of Botany, KTHM College, Nasik. Our paper is Practical Paper 3rd, BO 243. Last time we have completed one online practical, that is epidermal tissue system. Under that, we have seen epidermal, layers uniserate and multiserate, types of trichomes, and types of structure of stomata. Today we are going to learn normal and abnormal secondary growth. Title of our practical is study of normal secondary growth in dicot stem, and we have to take section of annona stem with help of double stain temporary preparation. Now let us see first of all what is the definition of normal secondary growth. The secondary growth is defined as the increase in plant parts in thickness or increase in the girth of stem by formation of secondary tissue as a result of meristematic activity of vascular cambium and core cambium. Activity of vascular cambium is called intrastellar secondary growth, and cortical cell develop the meristematic tissue that is called core cambium. It is called extrastellar secondary growth is there. That means the secondary growth or normal secondary growth is occurs in two regions, in between xylem and phloem and in the cortical region. It takes place in dicotyledonous plants mainly. Now, how the process is take place in dicot stem? First of all, secondary growth in vascular region or stellar region, and secondary growth in non-extrastellar region. The cambium which is present in between xylem and phloem, it becomes shows the intrastellar secondary growth. It develops from vascular or fascicular cambium. Fascicular cambium produces secondary xylem and secondary phloem and medullary rays. And the cambium which is extrastellar present in the cortical region, it become develop the phelogen. It become responsible for development of core cambium, that is phelogen, periderm toward the periphery showing cork or phloem, and finally we call the bark. That means secondary growth takes place at the two regions in the plant body, that is intrastellar and extrastellar. Now this figure becomes shows the two type of the secondary growth. Now during practical, we have to take the double staining. Now let us see what is the stain. Stain is a colored substance that chemically react with some specific cells or tissue or some parts of cell, imparting a permanent color. Staining is used for the purpose of differentiation of the tissues or distinguishing the cells, tissues or cell organelles. Now let us see what is the actual procedure for temporary double staining preparation. The first point is that take a thin and uniform section, then wash with the water. Second point, keep in water for washing the debris which are present on the stain. Then after that you have to keep the section for 2 to 5 minutes in dilute safranin. Wash it with water to remove excess of the stain, because saprophyllin always stain the dead cells, and we have to wash with the water the living cells which are stained. After washing, the living cell become washed out. Then second stain is nothing but the light green. After removing from saprophyllin or after washing water with water, we have to place again that stain in last green or light green or fast green for 2 to 3 minutes. Then after staining, you have to again wash the excess staining and mount the stain section on the slide in 10% glycerin and put the cover slip. We have to put the cover slip with the help of needle to avoid air bubbles. Then after that, after preparation of the slide, after observe under microscope. Dear student, I am going to repeat again the procedure. Procedure is very simple and easy. Take a thick and uniform section. Wash with water. Keep it for 2 to 5 minutes in dilute saprophyllin stain. Wash it with water to remove excess stain. Stain it with light green or fast green for 2 to 3 minutes. Wash with water to avoid excess stain and mount in 10% glycerin and observe under microscope. Then we have to take here transfer of old stem of annona. Annona means in Marathi is called Sitapal plant. Now what are the, after taking the section, in next line you have to observe the diagram. But before showing the diagram, observation of diagram, let us see what are the characters present in annona stem. Presence of lenticels. Lenticels are nothing but the small pores which are developed on epidermal system. Periderm with distinct phyllen, phelogen and pheloderm. This is nothing but the result of secondary growth of cork cambium. Finally, we can say that periderm. Then cortex is parenchymatous, hard mass sclerenchymatous, in patches just outside the phloem. Secondary phloem with sieve tubes, phloem parenchyma and companion cells. Secondary xylem showing growth rings, and at the center you will get the pith parenchymatous. These are the characteristic feature or diagnostic feature in old annona stem. Now see in this diagram, we have seen lenticels are developed on the epidermis. Then this is the region of extracellular secondary growth that develops the secondary cortex. Then phelogen layer is here, phylum is there, and outermost is nothing but the ruptured epidermis. Simply in whole stem you will get the bark. Bark is nothing but the develops due to the activity of cork cambium, and all these layers are called periderm. Formation of periderm is nothing but the activity of cork cambium. Now these are the parenchymatous cortex is there. Then this is the vascular cambium. This vascular cambium, after starting the activity, it becomes divides and redivides and develop the secondary xylem toward the inner side. Formation of or proportion of formation of secondary xylem is more than the secondary phloem, and toward the outer side this cambium become cut the cell, they are called secondary phloem. And due to the development of secondary phloem, primary phloem become crushed out. Same condition is found toward the inner side. That means due to the formation of more and more secondary xylem here, the primary xylem is pushed toward the center. And finally pith is ruptured, primary xylem is ruptured, and total portion is covered by the wood. This is nothing but the secondary xylem. This is nothing but the secondary growth. Now during secondary growth, per year two layers are developed. In autumn season, a layer is called autumn wood. In spring season, metabolic activities are higher. That's why the tracheids and vessels are large in size and forming a larger tracheids region. It is called spring wood. In 1 year, every plant body, which is perennial plant body, it become developed autumn wood and spring wood. This autumn wood and spring wood is commonly called annual rings. And student, we can count the age of the plant body by counting the rings, annual rings. If the annual rings are 5, you can say that the 5-year plant is there. Now there are the metaxylem or xylem rays are there. This is the diagram of TS of Annona stem. Now after double staining, mostly the dead cells are red in color, and living cell parenchymatous and phloem cells are living, which are turn green by staining the fast green or light green. Now next point of next practical is nothing but the study of anomalous secondary growth in Bignonia and Dracaena. Again, we have to make a double stain preparation. Majority of plants possesses secondary growth of the normal type, but some of them have unusual structures. These unusual structures are of different types, termed as anomalies or abnormal secondary growth or anomalous secondary growth. The cause of abnormal secondary growth in angiosperm are listed. For example, abnormal position of cambium, abnormal behavior of cambium, extrastellar phloem, secondary growth in monocotyledons. Because Dracaena is one of the best example, which is monocot but shows the secondary growth, but that secondary growth is abnormal. Fifth cause is that scattered vascular bundles in dicots, formation of additional cambia, presence of medullary bundles, inter and intraxillary phloems. Now these are nothing but the 8 causes which are responsible for the development of abnormal secondary growth or anomalous secondary growth. Now let us see how the secondary growth, abnormal secondary growth is found in Bignonia plant. The young stem shows 4 bigger vascular bundles alternating with 4 smaller vascular bundles, all arranged in a ring. This is followed by normal secondary growth, forming a cambial ring. That means similar to the other normal growth. But after this, the activity of cambium becomes abnormal. What abnormalities are there? At 4 equidistant points, it shows unidirectional activity, producing only phloem on outer side and no xylem on inner side. The other 4 patches in between these cambial patches behave normally, showing bidirectionally activity, producing more xylem on inner side and less phloem on outer side. As a result of this abnormal behavior of cambium, 4 phloem wedges are seen in the secondary xylem region. If you observe one by one what are the different organs of the Bignonia stem, outline almost quadrangular. Epidermis is outermost single layer with thick cuticle. Cortex just below the epidermis is parenchymatous with intercellular spaces. Endodermis not distinct. Parenchymatous star sheath present. Pericycle is discontinuous in the form of sclerenchymatous patches. Primary phloem below pericycle is in small patches. Secondary phloem form a complete ring with 4 wedges in secondary xylem. Few phloem fibers are also present. Cambium in the form of patches at 2 levels and absent along the radial walls of wedges. And last character is secondary xylem with 4 phloem wedges, alternate with 4 phloem wedges. Tracheids, fibers, vessels, parenchyma are present. Primary xylem is present near the pith. These are the distinguishing characters if we take the section of Bignonia stem. Now see in the diagram, Bignonia stem, these are the 4 patches of secondary xylem and 4 patches of secondary xylem. Now here secondary xylem is developed more and more and secondary phloem is reduced. In this patch secondary phloem is more and more and secondary xylem is less. That's why we get the 4 wedges of phloem patches and 4 wedges of xylem patches. Xylem patches are simply 1, 2, 3 and 4. They are the secondary phloem patches are 4. They are alternate to each other. Now in second diagram say detail. This is the epidermis. It is unilayer. Shape of the outline section is quadrangular. Now this is the central pith is there. Now this pink color are nothing but the secondary phloem patches and here 4 patches of secondary xylem. That's why cambium is irregular here. It becomes shows the abnormal activity. Abnormal behavior of cambium is there. Because this cambium become develops at 4 regions, secondary xylem more and more. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And at 4 region, it become develop the secondary xylem. 1, 2, 3 and 4. There is some sclerenchymatous patches are there. Parenchymatous cells are cortical and at the center you will get the pith region is there. Dear student, in this section, the main cause of the abnormal secondary growth is nothing but the behavior of cambium. What is the behavior? Because it cut the cell at only 4 region and develop more and more secondary xylem, pink color. Secondary phloem, sorry, and secondary xylem at 4 patches. This is nothing but the cause of abnormal secondary growth. Now, what are the abnormalities in secondary growth of Bignonia stem? 4 phloem wedges are there. Secondary xylem with 4 furrows. Cambium in the form of patches, not continuous. That's why it becomes shows the abnormal behavior. Cambium absent along radial walls of the wedges. There are the 4 abnormal distinguishing characters of how the abnormal secondary growth is formed. Thank you.